The Wairarapa Moana Incorporation No. 4 Dairy Farm was the winner of the coveted Ahuwhenua Trophy for the top Māori dairy farm in the country in 2024. It's a showcase demonstrating how a values-based approach can be highly profitable and productive.
Wairarapa Moana owns about just a little over 10,000 hectares up here in Mangakino. About 6,000 hectares of that is in forestry, and the remaining 4,000 comprises our dairy platform. So we're milking about 12,500 cows. We have our land split into 12 dairy units and 3 dairy support units, including one in Kaharoa, which is up near Rotorua. And in addition to that, we're the largest equal shareholder in Miraka, and we're Miraka's largest supplier. We supply around about 5 million milk solids every season. We showcase Farm 4 as our entry into the Ahuwhenua competition because of the achievements that we've been able to do over about the last 7 or 8 seasons. In about that time frame, we undertook some research to understand how we could lower the environmental impact of farming on our whenua and our farming system. Through that process, which is essentially around lowering our nitrogen inputs, very carefully managing our pasture and our other feed and supplemental inputs, and investing in good quality cows so we could also learn to reduce our stocking rate, while at the same time maintaining sustainable profits. And so over those last 7 years, do a lot of benchmarking, and through that benchmarking, Farm 4's in the top 5% for industry benchmarks, and that's given us the confidence that we know enough and understand enough about how to run this system that we're now rolling it progressively across the rest of our farming units. So WMI, we have a very strong senior leadership team. We put a lot into our planning. We put a lot into our direction, how we're providing direction and communicating effectively so everybody understands their role and how to play it. We do a lot of benchmarking and reporting so that we can keep a track of how well we're doing. So the senior leadership part is really around keeping a good, robust eye across all the moving parts in the business. But of course that needs to be backed up on farm. So it also requires very strong on-farm leadership, and the leadership from Kim and her team and how they're able to manage the detail every day on the farm.
Yeah. Getting what they need.
The pride they've generated amongst themselves and motivate themselves to do everything as best they can is critical to ensuring a system such as that as we run on Farm 4 is done successfully.
I have a passion for the cows. I treat them like they're my own, and animal health is really important to me. Just keeping an eye on them. If something's a bit off, we act fast and give them the treatments that they need. The plate meter gives us an average pasture cover across the paddock, and it is connected by Bluetooth to my phone, so all the information from that. The readings go to my phone, and we do the whole farm every 10 days, every paddock. And with this information and my observations, I can make good grazing management decisions. So we've invested a lot of money into the irrigation system. Farm 4 has 100 hectares under irrigation, and we use it during the dry, like now, and you can clearly see that that it's worth it.
Kaitiakitanga is our overarching principle. The core philosophy that drives us is to generate value for our current generations, while at the same time nurturing our whenua and the environment for future generations.
I point out 3 key values. Manaakitanga, which talks about nurture, looking after land and people. The second one is Kaitiakitanga, which is about active protection of the land and the people it serves. And the last one around whanaungatanga, which talks about interconnectedness between land and the said owners or the said people that live upon the land. And I think they're very, very three important values, not only for Wairarapa Moana Incorporation and all its farms, and in particular Farm 4, but everyone throughout Te Ao Māori, but everybody has a different perspective of how they use them in their and context that they use them in. And very important values that derive from our marae here in the Wairarapa, here in Mangakino also. And every floor and every marae throughout New Zealand holds these values dear to their heart.
There was two other values that drive our business too. One is rangatiratanga, so that's courage. So that's backing ourselves to be able to plan, to organise and to execute really well to a high standard, or to a standard of excellence. And the other is wānanga. So that's using knowledge and understanding as we start to develop and understand what we do and how well we're doing it, but also new information that can help guide our decisions for the future.